Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's live stream with a very fitting topic. So yeah, let's get into it. So my question I have is, have you ever set a goal or made a commitment only to fall off the bandwagon a few weeks into it? Yeah, so I wanted to share today 5 tips to help you get back up after you fall when setting a goal or making a commitment. It's so easy to allow yourself to just be defeated, to just throw the whole plan away and accept defeat. But I want to tell you now, don't do that. It's okay. You can get back up. And yeah, so I just wanted to share some ways here. One of the big ones is, if you've been following my previous streams, I had set a commitment and a goal to stream every day, but I haven't. Life kind of got in the way, and so it's been a week, but I'm back on it. But that inspired me to think of these different things that I'm going to go through today, sharing, that have been helping me to get back into things and to not allow myself to just stay down. All right? So number one that I wanted to share is acceptance. You need to accept the present moment and the current situation. It's not good to beat yourself up. That's not going to do any good. It's a waste of energy. And I know it's so easy to fall into that. It's if you set some sort of goal that was important to you, you fell off, and then, you have that voice saying, oh, you're such a failure, whatever. Like, that's not helping you. So the one thing you can do in that moment is just accept, you are where you are. This is the present moment, and all your power lies in this present moment. So just accept, whatever happened and was what needed to happen, and so now you are where you are with more knowledge and awareness. All right, so that's the first key, I would say, is just acceptance. And that acceptance is a power that can help you in just all areas of life, and not necessarily, just this, but there's so much power that comes with actually just accepting where you are right now, and to not fight the past, because the past is gone, the future is yet to come. You're here right now in this moment, and just allow yourself to be here fully, and then that will allow you to really tap into your internal power to take the next steps of whatever needs to happen moving forward. So there we go. So number one is definitely just accept where you are. And then so number 2 is to evaluate, which this is a big one. So if you set a goal and you notice that you fell off your commitment for whatever way, what you want to do is you want to really look at what went wrong, and also how you could be more prepared moving forward. So like with me, sharing my particular situation where I had set a goal to stream every day for 100 days, but as I now have taken this time to really evaluate, what stopped me from continuing that commitment is I was able to really look at things more clearly, since I did about 20 streams, and in that I got so much more information than I had previously. So I do not consider, my kind of dropping off a failure by any means, because I got so much valuable information from even just starting and getting into it. Because when I first started, I had no idea what this would entail or what was all involved. It was just kind of just a thought, like, oh yeah, I want to start live streaming. But then now that I've actually done it, I have more information. So as I was evaluating, one thing I noticed about me is I did not take into account my introvertedness. Even though this is virtual and camera, it's still a outward energy. And it definitely is more social than my normal quiet, solitude, introverted nature. So now that I know and have able to really evaluate, I know that I need to schedule in breaks for myself. It was it's not really realistic for me to do this every single day, which is fine. But now I know it's like, okay, well, instead of every single day, what if I just do, maybe a couple times a week or so, and adjust accordingly. So yeah, so step two, or tip number two, would be just evaluate, what could be done differently to help you to succeed moving forward. And just see, do you need to modify it? Or if you don't need to modify it, there's just different things. You just really want to look at what the truth of the situation is, to not deceive yourself. Did you overreach? Did you underreach? And just really look at what the situation truly is from an objective point of view, So like I said, not beating yourself up or anything like that, but just really taking an honest look at the goal that you had set. And then tip three, I would say, with getting yourself back up is accountability. So this is a big one, definitely. Because when I even started this goal, I thought I had set in place accountability, in that I had reached out to a group of my friends and I was like, hey, I'm planning to do this 100-day challenge. And I just told my friends to keep me accountable. That was not clear direction, not clear communication. So nowhere in that did I really communicate or set something up to what accountability looked like, So now I know in the future, if I'm setting a goal, I need to have someone maybe specifically, so not just my whole group of friends, maybe have one specific friend or someone who I say, this is my current goal. Do you mind, checking in with me once a week or something like that? Just to have a more clear-cut way of that accountability taking place, as opposed to just a vague, keep me accountable. Because if I'm being real, like I said, the group of friends that I have reached out to, when I dropped off on the streams, not one had reached out to me to see what's up, which is not wrong, that's because that was on me. I did not clearly set up a specific checkpoint. So with that, I would say when you're setting up accountability, if it's a friend, like I said, clearly communicate. And I think something that may even work better is to have a friend who is also working on something. So then that way it's an equal energy in that regard. So then, you're holding them accountable, they're holding, and then maybe you guys have like, however what the frequency needs to be, but periodic meetings, to check in with each other. So I think that's a good way of doing it. And then of course you could also find accountability through maybe online support groups or groups that you're a part of. And if anything, even working with, a coach or mentor or something like that. But accountability, I think, is definitely really important. But yeah, so that is, like I said, a key lesson I learned is with accountability, you just want to be clear on communicating with whoever's holding you accountable what that will look like in regards to them holding you accountable. And I think I had mentioned in previous streams how with goals, sometimes people like to put in negative reinforcement. That's just not really a thing for me. But I know that does work with some people with accountability. So it could be you have a friend hold you accountable, and then if you don't, do whatever you committed to, there's some sort of negative consequence that would happen, whether that be, you have to donate a large sum of money to something, or whatever you had arranged. Like I said, that doesn't really work for my type of style of how I like to work on goals. Especially, like I say, with the example of like this one here, where I feel like if I had that negative reinforcement, yes, maybe that would have motivated me to keep going every day despite anything. But I prefer this way, to where I was able to just really look at it. And so it's like I'm not forcing myself to do these streams. I am now at a place where I was able to really evaluate and to see what was a better way to accomplish the same goal, but just in a different way. And then so next is to get clear again on your why. And this is really important as well. And clear with that. With your why, it usually helps to have a why that is attached to someone else and not necessarily just totally on you, So let's say if you had like a weight loss goal or something, it could be, you want to lose weight so you are healthier to be able to play with your children or grandchildren or something like that. Or, somehow tying your goal or your commitment to the better good of, the society or the world or, whatever it may be. So like with me, with my goal of wanting to, stream and create content, my why was, wanting to share and spread positivity and, a positive message and just a lot of the things that I've learned throughout the years. So now I've kind of reconnected that, but then like I said, I have also realized how I just need to rethink the scheduling of the streams, but I can still accomplish that, that why in the fact that I'm still going to be sharing regularly, but just on a different schedule. All right. And then, so that was tip number 4. So let's get to tip number 5 here. Inspiration. And this is a good one to get yourself, back in it, to get back into things. So by inspiration, I mean, really filling your mind with inspirational material is very helpful, so just listening to, audiobooks or podcasts, reading different books, getting into things that are positive, that lift you up, and also, guide you back into what it is you're doing. So, if you're, I guess, going to the weight loss example, if you're looking to, do weight loss, then maybe you look at different people's weight loss journeys or different things to lift you up in that realm, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that specific, but it could just be anything that just keeps you in a higher energy, gets you back hyped up, ready to go and getting back into the game, so you're not just laying down and not taking the initiative. So there's definitely something to be said about filling your mind with just positive thoughts and ideas, because it's so easy to get just overwhelmed with negativity in the world. And so you have to take the initiative and just guard your thoughts and fill your mind with as much positivity as you can. So yeah, like I said, whether it's audiobooks or, even YouTube videos, there's tons of positive things. Or I love, sometimes I'll watch, like those motivational videos on YouTube where it's like, I don't know, some deep voice narrator saying all these like positive speeches, and you see all the sports clips and things like that. But whatever it is, just there's so many things out there that are just positive, inspirational, and those are there to just help you to get inspired, to get back up, and to keep things going. All right. And so let's go ahead and recap. So the 5 tips to get back up if you have, fallen off a commitment. 1 is to accept it. And then once you accept it, accept where you are and the current situation, you're going to evaluate, what went wrong, how can things be done better, do things need to change, to shift, and then you're going to set up, extra accountability if needed, and then you're going to reconnect with your why, and then listen to inspirational material. All right, so those are the 5 right there. And then so that is what I wanted to share there. Definitely let me know in the comments if there's any goal or commitment that you've been working on. I'd love to hear. And I'm gonna hop into the chat now since we're here live right now. Oh yeah, real quick, if you can, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the bell. I got a cool little graphic now. All right, see who we got in the chat here. Of course, got 8-Winged Eagle. Hello. Always good to see you here. And of course, we got Golden Spirit Rising. See, it's funny how videos still kind of feel like public speaking, knowing that there are people out there watching. Very true, very true. But it is all good. People are cool. It all works out. You just gotta, do it. Turn the camera on, speak, all is well. People are friendly. Well, most are. Let's see. Yeah. So your Motivite vid helped me connect with it. Yeah, Motivite. That's some good stuff. I think I need to do some extra meditations with my Motivite here. Get some supercharged energy going. Yeah. All right. Well, unless you guys want to pop in for any more questions, we're going to wrap this show up. But I just definitely wanted to come in and this is, I guess, my way of doing an update video, but I wanted to offer value and not just have it be a random update. So I just wanted to add some tips on how to, like I said, just get back into things. And then it helps to, yeah, it definitely helps to just do it. You got to just get back up. Not always easy. And that's one thing I noticed. Like I had some moments like before getting back into this, because I was like, obviously when I was doing the streams every day, I was in a flow, but then at the same time, towards the end, I was starting to dip a little, which I felt. But now that it's like it's been a week, I've had some time, like I said, to do the things that I just shared, to evaluate and just really reassess. And so now I know what I'm going to do, where I'm more keen to, yeah, just doing fewer streams, but still doing streams. I love connecting with you guys. And this is, like I said, this is such an easy way to put content out there, because all I do is turn the camera on, share what's on my heart. And yeah, so I am still really excited to be able to share. It's just going to be on a different schedule. And then I'm still aware that I do need to probably just set a schedule so then people know when to sign on. But that I don't think that's still not going to happen yet, just because my lifestyle. It's like I gotta feel it. I'm not one to really force things. Like if I'm gonna do something, like I want it to feel right, you know, be from the heart, and to really, like I said, be of service. Like I'm not one to just do something for the sake of doing it. With that said, I guess something I am wanting to do, and maybe I'll share it later, but with streaming is I'm wanting to start actually a Twitch, which is a whole different platform. So I doubt hardly anyone will follow me over there. But what I do like about Twitch is because I've just now started kind of playing around with it, because I never knew what it was till like a few days ago. But what I like there is I can actually stream, and then it's less, I feel like less pressure. Like, so I'm planning to like do like art streams over there. So, and then that'll be a bit more like low key, chill, and just kind of just hanging out, as opposed to where I feel like with my YouTube streams, I feel like I need to have something prepared to say. I need to have a message to share to the world for this to be of value. But I feel like over on Twitch, I can just, you know, throw some music on, get my artwork out, and get my sketchbook out, and just kind of just hang out, you know, and then there's no pressure as far as what needs to be said or done, and, you know, and then you can have the chat going and things like that. So I don't know. Anyways, I guess I'll share the link if anyone wants to follow me over there, but yeah. All right, guys, I'm just rambling now. So thank you so much for tuning in and joining me. Like I said, I'm gonna stream probably like at least once a week now, and then more if I feel so inspired. And yeah, so thank you so much for all the love and support, and I appreciate you guys. All right, have a good one.